Hello there everyone, my name is Macy. Welcome to this channel I share with my sister Madison, and let's just hop into today's subject. Also, I'd like to apologize for the lighting. I live in the dorms and it's really dark in my room for some reason, which I kind of hate. I really like it natural light. It's 11 o'clock in the morning and this is how dark it is in my room. It's kind of ridiculous, but we're gonna make do, and I feel like maybe the content of the video is gonna be more interesting than the lighting, so I'm going to make it anyways. So basically, this past week I've been having kind of a massive evolution in my spirituality, which sounds very kind of like loosey-goosey, like, but I basically have been what I would call agnostic for a long time. I mean, I'm just at a place where I'm not really sure what I do and don't believe in. I don't want to say anything specifically, but this past week has really changed how I view everything. So I really got into yoga and meditation lately, and I've always kind of, if I'm stressed, I go to yoga class, meditate when I just want some relaxation and reflection, but I really started to get into what they actually mean to the core in using breath work and visualization techniques to really look into what I want for my life, and also pairing that with the law of attraction, which that thing is absolutely fucking insane. I will be doing a video on that, absolutely, and I'm actually going to be doing a 6-month project where I practice daily yoga and meditation and see how much my life changed, along with my affirmation journal. It's just insane because this past week there's been so many weird coincidences, which I'll totally get into in a different video, but that's besides the point of this one. But it did have to link with how I got the tarot cards. So basically, I started watching with my friends a few weeks ago this lady called the Gem Goddess. I will link her down below. She's wonderful. She's basically a tarot card reader. My friends and I would just pull up at night some of her videos and they'd be like, okay, where are you gonna be in 5 years? And you pick a set of cards, and all of our friends had different ones they were drawn to, and we just read all of our little fortunes, and it was so fun. In the back of my mind I was like, oh, you know what, it'd be really fun to get my own tarot card deck and just do my own readings because I want to ask specific questions to myself, it'd just be fun to have. But I'm in college, I don't really have the budget for a tarot card deck right now, so I put it in my journal as kind of a wish list item or something I could get later on down the line. Was not expecting it anytime soon, and I'd never mentioned it to my parents or anything, and of course my mom calls me and she says, hey, I've got a surprise coming in for you in the mail. And again, I'd never mentioned this to her before, and I was like, okay, cool. So I ran to the mailroom, grabbed my package, and what was in it? The tarot card deck, the classic tarot card deck, and I'd never even mentioned my interest in them before. So I thought that was absolutely bizarre and really meant to be. And that night I just sat down, I watched this amazing video, which I'll link below, and I'll do a video on more about how I learned about the tarot cards, and I think I'll do that also when I'm a little bit more experienced in how they work. But I have learned so much in the past 2 days, and basically there are 78 cards. I believe there's 78. There is, I'm looking through my notes, 22 major cards and 56 minor cards. And so the majors are all figures that have very major meanings. I mean, the name's pretty intuitive. And then the minor are the numbers, so 1 through 10, which kind of signify a journey of a event or completion, and I'll get more into that later. And then there is along with the number systems, there's suits for each one. There is the wands, pentacles, swords, and cups. And then there is the court cards, which is king, queen, pages, and knights. So it's very complex. I'll get way more into it. That was a really kind of shitty review of basically what they are, but as someone who's never ever worked with cards, can't even shuffle a deck, they've been very intuitive for me to learn, but a little bit complex. And looking at them at first, I was like, how do I even understand this deck? Thankfully, we'll get into more about how I learned about that in a different video, but either way, I got this deck, learned all about it, and I said, you know what? I want to do my first reading on my friends. And of course, my friend Zach is super interested in the same kind of thing. He's been watching the Gem Goddess too, and has had kind of weird law of attraction experiences this past few weeks as well. And he's actually been interested in this guy he met who's a Taurus, and Zach is a Leo. And so in our reading we did last night, which we'll be watching today, he had this reoccurring card of an exchange with a Taurus and a Leo, which is like symbolizing a relationship. And he's also looking at aspects of what he wants to do in his future, and comparing the readings he's got on the videos to the one in person. We were super nervous because if it was inaccurate, we'd be like, are you kidding me? But thankfully it was incredibly accurate, and I can't wait to jump into this with you guys and show you kind of the first reading. It was a little bit tricky to film because you have to film over the cards, but I'll try to explain little bits and pieces as we go. Also, a disclaimer, again, this is like my first time using them. I don't really know all the laws and rules yet, so any advice and criticism is totally welcome. I'd love to hear it. Let's just get into this, enjoy the video, and in the future I'll be doing some more tarot-y and spirituality related videos along with college vlogs and just everything. So I hope you guys like it, enjoy, and let's get into this. I totally forgot to mention that the day after I got the cards, I was at a taco shop, and my friend Zach, who I read later that day, called me and was like, hey, I want to do a tarot card reading, like that'd be so fun. And I was absolutely down. Got to the restaurant, and the friend I was with was like, are those tarot cards on the wall? And I was like, there's no way, we're at a taco shop, like why would there be tarot cards? And all over the walls were a bunch of Spanish themed tarot cards. So I was chilled, freaked out, super excited, and I just thought that was absolutely bizarre. Okay, hello everyone. I'm with my friend Zach.
Hi.
And I'm doing my first tarot reading on someone else, so he is the lucky candidate.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so basically you have had multiple tarot experiences through YouTube.
I've never really done one in person, like, I don't know, like, I've only done them in person once, and other than that, it's just all, like, pick a card on YouTube, so, like, I don't really know if those are accurate, because it's, like, a YouTube video, you know, so yeah. I'm gonna, like, ask it the questions that, like, I keep on receiving, and then see if it tells me the same thing that the people on YouTube are telling me.
And we can see how it works, so we're about to get started on that. Let's go.
Today.
Yeah, so I just said to Zach, open a random page in this book, The Complete Works by Florence Shin. It's basically the law of attraction, which I'll get into later. And this is the quote that he opened it to. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen. Nothing is too good to last.
And those are, like, all topics that have been on my mind, like, the past, like, month and a half. And they were all, like, topics that I was going to bring up in the tarot card questions. Like,
that's insane.
Like, it's just so too good to be, it's serious, nothing is too good to be true. Like, it was meant to happen. And that is just so, wow,
Let's get started. Have Zach tell me when to stop washing while I'm shuffling, and then, because he's the querent and the one, like, getting the questions asked. So that's how this is gonna work. It's very... It's weird the shape it makes, too. I just kind of...
I think that's probably good.
Yeah, okay. So Zach's gonna point at cards for me, and I'm just gonna kind of grab them. So... This one? Okay. There we go. We're gonna organize these, get back off of Pinterest. And we put the numberings here, but we're gonna go through each card and read it.
Well, we'll just see what happens.
Let's just do it.
We'll see what it tells me.
Yes. I just realized I left out a major part of this process. So Zach and I took to Pinterest to find some tarot card spreads. Inner moms were satisfied. For this one, we chose a love spread, and it had 10 cards, and then it had to do with basically why you haven't met a certain person yet, what steps you can take to meet them, some blockages, when this could happen. And it was very fun. This is the spread that I've been using most often with people in terms of love, because it's very dynamic.
Saying that I already know this person with this Knight of Swords, and especially with this one too. Like, these two have to mean that I know this person we're asking questions about.
Which has to do with the previous readings that you've done.
Yes, exactly. So... That's like literally like part of my previous readings.
Oh yeah, we just flipped some over because we want it to be more sequential, but this is getting weird.
It's getting getting weird. Things are starting to be said.
They are. Okay, so we're going back over each card and just defining it further, and it's just, everything is interlocking and making sense. So
it's all piecing together perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's very strange.
There's basically they met during a conflicting time where things are just not going to work out, which is accurate. And they both need to get some things together. They live in a distance apart from each other. And it's all about maturing, coming back together. There's supposed to have kind of a rough timing in their life. Things aren't looking to be at the right... I can't explain it. like distance and timing and separation is killing it, and also like having to mature more, and then they're supposed to come back together, so it's been crazy. Zach just pulled one more card to he did a yes or no question, which you're not supposed to do technically, apparently, but
it answered the question. It literally said
because
yes. It literally said yes.
Taurus sign, Leo. Exchange of cups.
Two people.
Earlier, two people, exchange of cups, and earlier it said that his first impression was giving and receiving. We have this Two of Cups exchange between two people, Taurus sign and a Leo, and this is just absolutely bizarre. Card has come up for Zach 3 times today.
And this time, this particular card is supposed to be what my spirit guide is trying to tell me. And what? Literally what? Like...
This is astronomically insane.
I'm vibrating. I almost cried. Like, I was literally tearing up. I was vibrating. You asked me to see. I literally stood up and ran. I stood up and ran.
No, he did. He told me he has tears in his eyes, and this man is not emotional.
I'm not. So, and that made me literally tear up. Like, literally tear up.
That's insane. Hello, I've got a quick update for you guys. I have 3 readings today, actually. My friend Zach from yesterday is bringing 2 friends who I've never met before, and then I have a girl that DM'd me on Instagram, so... Tarot cards are a great way to make new friends. I'm very excited. And let's get into it. If I film it. If not, then that was, experience. It was fun. Well, we just did her reading. We just met, and, it's been absolutely insane.
I know. Just things that I would never expect to come up. It came up, and it's just weird how it all tied together because it didn't make sense at first.
Yeah.
And, it's just so interesting.
It's just all together. So, yeah. That was it, and thank you. So I'm reading my own cards right now, and I'm doing the love spread everyone's done, and it says the first one is I think it's 10 of Wands, and it's saying that I'm kind of carrying this burden, or I have a big responsibility that's going to be fulfilled soon, and I think that's very accurate, and that's supposed to be why I haven't met the person yet, because I feel like I have this big part of my life that I'm still really trying to figure out, and I'm not ready to meet someone. And I got the Page of Cups as kind of like an advisory of when I will meet them, and that card had very much to do with, using your intuition, and it'll come when it's supposed to happen. And then I had what I can do to meet them, and it had to do with expanding your horizons and really focusing on your future, which is literally one of the reasons why I haven't been looking for a relationship, because I've just been so focused on getting my future together. So it's been really accurate so far, and the readings I've had today have been really, really good. All of them have just been so fun. Learned so much about the new people, and they all walked away just that was so crazy. This one girl, the law of attraction is something that she really practices, and it came up in her cards, and it was just, I don't know, it was really cool. And I don't know, I just had a really fun time learning about everyone, and I can't wait to keep doing this and getting better at it, meeting new people and connecting with people over it. It's just a really fun tool. I don't really get why it's seen as evil, to be honest, because it's actually helped me meet a lot of people and have a lot of fun, so I'm just really happy. And yeah, I think that kind of concludes the video here. If I do any more readings, I will definitely film them because my friend's coming back, and then tomorrow I might have another one, and then I have a bunch of roommates coming back from Coachella who will definitely want theirs done, so there's gonna be a lot more. But I kind of like to not film during the readings most of the time, because it's just it's time where it's really focused on that person instead of this. So I like to talk about them after, and then as time goes on, I'll get more into it as I develop my knowledge of tarot and experience, and I'll start to talk about it a lot more. And then of course I have that 6-month thing coming out with the whole my intuition, affirmation, and guidance journal paired with my yoga and meditations. And I think maybe this summer I've been trying to figure out a way to make money over the month I go to school, and I was thinking maybe I'd make tarot card reading a thing. So I kind of want to get certified this summer and then start charging for it. So we're gonna see everything plays out, and I'm very excited. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. I hope maybe you're inspired to do tarot now or learn something new, and I look forward to having you guys maybe watch in the future. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!